Hi, Assalamualaikum, and a very good morning to everyone. My name is Amar Haziq bin Abdul Rashid. Together with my friends, completed this task as best as possible. Muhammad Nur Ishaq bin Nur Azain, Muhammad Shakir Aiman bin Masukri, and Muhammad Arif Luqman bin Hasman Nizam. Today, we'll present about what we study in two companies, which is about MFRS 116, Property, Plant and Equipment, and next, MFRS 140, Investment Property. So what is MFRS 116? MFRS 116 means tangible assets held for use in the production or supply of products or services for rental or administrative purpose and are intended to be used throughout time. However, MFRS 116 is not applicable to the property, plant and equipment that are classified as held for sale, investment properties using fair values, biological assets related to agricultural, and lastly, aspiration and evaluation. Next, what's about MFRS 140? MFRS 140 means investment property as land or a building or held by the owner to earn rentals or for capital appreciation or both, and not for use in the production or supply of goods or services, or for administrative purpose or sale in the ordinary course of business. For example, residential real estate, commercial real estate, and raw land. So what two companies are we researching? The first is a company that is also very large, which is Dilium Berhad. Dilium Berhad is part of the oil and gas sector that was incorporated in 2005. Dilium Berhad is an investment holding company and through its subsidiaries provides various products and support services specifically for the oil and gas industry, particularly the exploration and production sector. They also have a very clear mission and vision, which is to provide sustainable growth and increase stakeholder value, and their vision is to be the market leader in our operating segments domestically and to expand geographic presence in selected areas. Dilium Berhad has a high value to be absorbed in this company, especially for young people who choose integrity, sustainability, professionalism, and excellence. This makes Dilium Berhad have a distinctive aspect that is very disciplined in order to achieve the success of their objective. Furthermore, this company will increase the great potential in domestic and foreign trade if they value like this. For the next company is Syarikat Dimensi Subuh Sudan Berhad, or known as IGB Berhad. IGB Berhad is involved in investment holdings and property development. Its main activities include real estate development, real estate investment, and more. They also have a very unusual mission and vision, which is creating a building for a community that will thrive and grow with its harmonious environment. Therefore, creating and managing spaces that work now and in the future has become a fundamental principle for the group to continue to challenge itself. With a mission and vision that is highly desired by the superiors, they also absorb the great value of integrity and sustainability to raise this company to a higher level and be able to compete in their own field with the large companies, especially foreign companies. This also gets a very high view of outsiders in seeing a company like this in dominating products and even services that are quite great. Next, I will pass to the next presenter to talk about recognition, measurement, and disclosure and presentation.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Mama Arif Lokman bin Hasman Nizam. Today, I want to discuss the accounting treatment of property, plant and equipment for both companies that we choose, which are Dhilam Berhad and IGB Berhad. For Dhilam Berhad, they recognize of their PPE when the class of PPE is a grouping of assets that have similar nature and use, such as leasehold land, leasehold building renovations and improvements, office equipment, furnitures and fittings, and motor vehicles. Therefore, each of PPE item is recorded and aggregated individually based on their class. Then, Dhilam Berhad has recognized their asset as a PPE, as the PPE can measurably and can contribute future economic benefit that flow to the entity. Also, the measurement of PPE for Dhilam Berhad when all item is a property, plant and equipment measured at cost model because it's stated on the notes to the financial statement as cost less any accumulated depreciations and impairment losses. Also, there are no asset revaluation reserve either surplus or deficit presented on the SOFI. And the gross credit amount bring forward from year 2020 as the account closed at 31st December annually. The depreciations for the company at 31st December 2021 is 738,777 ringgit. Lastly, the disclosure and presentations of PPE for Dhilam Berhad, where in the notes to the financial statement, it listed the depreciation rate for each class of PPE, which are freehold buildings, office equipment, furnitures and fittings, renovations, plant machinery and other equipments and motor vehicle with annual depreciation rate of 2%, 10% to 33%, 10% to 20%, 6% to 33% and 60% to 20% respectively. For the presentations of PPE, Dhilam Berhad start from gross carrying value and end with the net book value at 31st December. We take plant, machinery and other equipment as an example. It starts from gross net book value at 1st January 2021 where the amount is brought forward from the previous year, which is 31st December 2020. The amount of net book value at 1st January 2021 is 139,201,877 ringgit, and the group incurred additions of 70,281,205 ringgit. Other adjustment is written off amounted of 5,748 ringgit. Next, the group also incurred impairment losses of 3,171,268 ringgit. Lease modification and disposal in the net adjustments and amounted to 5,089 ringgit. And the depreciation charge for the year is 30,084,355 ringgit. We move to the next company, which is IGB Berhad. For recognition, IGB Berhad classify PPE as a set of assets with similar nature and functions, including furnitures, features, fittings, and equipment. As a result, according on each class, each piece of PPE is separately recorded and aggregated. The PPE was then acknowledged by IGB Berhad as their asset since it can measure reliably and provide future economic benefit. Next, the measurements. The first line on the financial statement in the annual report under 2C states that the entity measure each item in PPE using the cost model or cost less accumulated depreciations and impairment losses as a measurement basis. Also, the depreciation is measured yearly, and as of December 31st, the amount for the year 2021 is 1,203,000 ringgit. There is no asset revaluation risks and neither are the revaluation surplus and deficits are shown on the financial statements notes, nor the computations of net book value of the company, furnitures, features and equipment. Furthermore, regarding the disclosure in the notes, it is stated in the third paragraph of the notes to the financial statements that the item on PPE would be depreciated using the straight line method. In addition, it listed the useful life for each category of PPE item with the exemptions of freehold land, ranging from 25 years to 50 years, 50 years to 99 years, 5 years to 10 years, 3 years to 10 years, and 5 years for buildings, leasehold land, plant and machinery, furniture, features and fittings, and equipments, motor vehicles, and respectively. If you take furniture, features, fittings and equipment as example, it starts from gross claim value at 1st January 2021, where the amount is brought forward from the previous year, which is 31st December 2020. IGB Berhad start from gross claim value and end with the net book value at 31st December. At the beginning of 2021, the entity incurred additions of 1,334,000 ringgit to its gross net book value, which was 102,985,000 ringgit, and a sum of 379,000 ringgit is written off as other adjustments. The group also has a disposal expense of 298,000 ringgit, followed by reclassifications at 3,945,000 ringgit, transferred to investment property at 50,543,000 ringgit, and currency translation variations at 68,000 ringgit respectively. Last but not least, the net book value at December 31st, 2021 is 15,432 ringgit.
Next, we move to investment property of IGB Berhad. So, according to the company statement of financial position, IGB Berhad investment properties are valued at RM 4,03,156. Assets of IGB Berhad are recognized as an investment property as it follows the criteria which is contribute the future economic benefit. Based on the summary of significant accounting policies, it is stated that investment property of IGB Berhad are properties held through a rental income or capital appreciation or both. So, the recognition of the investment property is measured at cost. According to the notes of financial statement number 2D, investment properties, it was claimed that their investment properties would be measured at cost at the initial measurement. So, investment property is presented at cost less any accumulated depreciation and impairment losses after initial recognition. For presenting and disclosure, according to the notes of financial statement of IGB Berhad number 14 of investment properties, the entity state that investment property used the cost model as a basis for measurement. Additionally, it is shown that the rental income valued at RM 4,03,156. It is demonstrate that IGB Berhad investment properties are properties owned for either capital growth or rental revenue or both. Thank you. Next, we move to investment property of IGB Berhad. So, according to the company statement of financial position, IGB Berhad investment properties are valued at RM 4,03,156. Assets of IGB Berhad are recognized as an investment property as it follows the criteria which is contribute the future economic benefit. Based on the summary of significant accounting policies, it is stated that investment property of IGB Berhad are properties held through a rental income or capital appreciation or both. So, the recognition of the investment property is measured at cost. According to the notes of financial statement number 2D, investment properties, it was claimed that their investment properties would be measured at cost at the initial measurement. So, investment property is presented at cost less any accumulated depreciation and impairment losses after initial recognition. For presenting and disclosure, according to the notes of financial statement of IGB Berhad number 14 of investment properties, the entity state that investment property used the cost model as a basis for measurement. Additionally, it is shown that the rental income valued at RM 4,03,156. It is demonstrate that IGB Berhad investment properties are properties owned for either capital growth or rental revenue or both. Thank you.